Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Today Anime Reborn has finally updated, and in today's video we are going to check out all the new stuff from the new team event to the new units and everything else. So I hope you all enjoy this video and let's get into it. Finally, AR is finally released. Okay. Alrighty, so it looks like we got a bunch of stuff here already. I think the very first thing I'm going to check out is the new story, because there's also new legend stages as well. Actually, I lied. The first thing I'm going to check out is this team event. So it looks like if anyone's ever played ALS before, this is exactly what it reminds me of when they had the Bleach event. So obviously we're aiming for the top of the leaderboards this time. Unlike ALS, I actually have good units. So let's see, a bunch of rewards. 50 if you buy the premium, so they're being fairly generous. Same with the My Milestones, a decent amount of stuff. And then in the shop is going to be all of the Evo items, which they actually have a bunch of units here. It looks like you're getting 8 different units, which is honestly super cool. All right, so let's go over and check out the story first, because it looks like we got an entire new story plus legend stages. So let's check this out. Yo, low key, this map is honestly looking really good. AR does really well with their maps. Like, I'm not gonna lie, AR does a great job. I will say this is definitely on the smaller side of the maps, so I hope they don't have too much HP. Let's see how much they start with. Hopefully it's not too bad. Whoa, 187. Okay, this is gonna be like just absolute light work. I can already see. Just have to get all my units down first. Okay, well, this looks like it's going to be just an absolute walk in the park that I'm not going to really have to worry about too much. So I'm just going to speedrun through these stories, and then we'll check out the legend stages. Alright, now finally after finishing the normal stages, we can finally take a look at the legend stages. I highly doubt they're gonna be that difficult. It looks like the only thing that we really get is just more souls, which actually we should turn those in right now that we finished all those acts. So if you walk over here to the Mimi here in the play area, you can turn in all the souls you have. So we have 12, turn those in, I'll sacrifice them, and I don't know if it updates immediately. Actually, the top players are probably a lot higher now, huh? Yeah. But as you can see here in the top right corner, we have 12 souls contributed, and we can now claim the first reward here. Obviously, our goal is to get all the way to the end, and probably once I get to the end, I'll buy the pass, because why not? All right. And of course, as we see on the left side, the exclusive unit, the top 50 players of both teams will get a shiny, so that's what we're aiming for, because, hey, we love shiny exclusive units. All right, now that we've got that out the way, let's go and take care of the legend stages. I'll do the same thing up until Act 3, because these are basically just the same things. So I'll see you at the end of it. All right, so now that we finished that, we can finally take a look at the third legend stage. And all right, so it looks like the secret for this legend stage, I want to say that's Turbo Granny is my guess, because it looks too big to be someone like Ocaron or something like that. So let's try out this legend stage. I really doubt it's going to be all that difficult, to be fair. So far, all of these stages have been extremely easy, so I'm really not all that worried about this. All right, let's see how much health they start with. 1k, so they'll probably get up to maybe 20k by the end of this. So I really have like no worry whatsoever for this. So I'm just gonna go with the usual setup, the same 4 units I always put down, just because I can't really be bothered to like do anything too different. Let me just wait a second so I get all of them at once. So yeah, so far, I mean, all of these stages have been pretty easy. There hasn't been anything that I've been like, oh shit, this is kind of a struggle, which is honestly great. I love that because, oh, I'm poor. Because as much as I do like a challenge, I'd rather it be on a stage that isn't story. Because if you make story too hard, then it becomes where, well, if it's too difficult for normal people to do, normal people aren't going to do it. And, well, you just don't want that. So, I mean, so far, this has been great, honestly. They're up to almost 6K. Still have nothing to worry about, to be fair. Because Noelle almost kills them in one shot with just her tsunami. Which, unironically, I will say, that was what I was using for the World Collisions event. Was this Noelle right here. I saw in, I believe, a Nags video where he had a Miracle Noelle, and for some reason, her tsunamis go down all the paths, all 3 of the different paths, which is just insane, because although the Miracle on her doesn't do as great, I believe at level 60 with Miracle 3 it only does like 34k damage. Even with that, she soloed every single normal enemy. All you had to worry about was the bosses. So literally just macroing the event was so nice because it made things so easy, because once Noah was fully upgraded, she'd take care of all the normal enemies. And then I had my Aizen and my Julius just take care of the rest of the bosses in the other separate lanes. It was awesome. It made me finish the event so super quickly, and although, yes, I did finish it quick, I still found the event to be a lot better than the winter event. To me, the winter event just wasn't that great. I know it's still around, but to me, the winter event just, I don't know, there was something about it that I didn't really like. It wasn't the fact that you couldn't macro it. I think that's fine, because obviously it makes you actually play the update and not just sit there AFK the entire time. But I also think that I wasn't a huge fan of the crystals because you had to walk around and disable them yourselves, which obviously that's how you counter, my goodness, the macroing. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying sitting around there. So I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't think the update was terrible, but I definitely do think it could use some work. So far, I'm loving this update. I mean, it reminds me of the ALS stuff, where they had, I believe, the Bleach update of Shinigami versus, I can't remember at the time, but that's exactly what this update reminds me of. And honestly, I think they're doing a great job so far. The souls are fairly easy to get. There's no, like, you have to have really good units to get it. You can just get it through doing the story, which is extremely easy. And then we'll obviously have to see how the units are, because I haven't checked out these units. Just imagine if I got the secret unit on the first run. That would be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I'm loving it so far. And it's obviously not super difficult for me because I'm running with 2 miracles in my party. But hey, I mean, still. Alright, so it looks like on wave 15, yeah, they had about 20k HP. So it really shouldn't be too difficult for anybody, to be fair. I mean, Gohan does like almost 30k. If you got the Aizen, he also does a lot of damage. I don't know. It should be fairly easy for everyone. All right. Took us about 5 minutes to complete. It's pretty good. All right. Now that we finished with this, let's check out the rest of the update, because I know there's a lot more to do. Okay, so one thing I did notice while looking at this update, because as you can see, I have tester above my head, so I was able to get and look at a few things early. But what I do know is if we go down here into here, there should be an infinite, this ghost portal. Now, I personally haven't tested it before, so I have no clue what to expect. But we're gonna go in here and we're gonna see if we can't get a ghost portal and then test it out. Okay, perfect. As you saw, we got the portal. So let's go see what this looks like. So as you see, T1 Ghost Portal. It looks like it's gonna be the exact same as the previous festive portals, with obviously the challenge and then a buff and a debuff. So I guess you should check this out. Let's see what the portal looks like when placed down. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. All right. Oh, and this is where, as you can see down here, this is where we get Ocaron. All right, cool. So it looks like the portals do actually give you more souls compared to the story and legend stages, which I guess does make sense. So yeah, let's see how this does. All right, so obviously same map, makes sense. Let's see how strong the enemies are compared to the story. Okay, so they definitely are increased, that's for sure. I doubt this will be very hard as well, since it's just tier 1, but if they're having about 2k, I'm assuming they'll have about 20k at the end, since the enemies had about 1k, and that legend stage ended with about 18. But this should still be easy. Obviously, Gohan, still one of the best units in the entire game, and even better for this portal, since they have Fierce. So, yeah, I'm not really too worried about this. Okay, so you know I happen to say that it shouldn't be that much of a worry. Yeah, now they're up to 115,000 HP, and although not really that big of a struggle, this is only a tier 1 portal, mind you. Okay, so quick side note here while I'm editing. I realized after the fact while looking at the tester Discord server that there is only one portal and there isn't multiple tiers. So yeah, whenever you're farming the portals, it's a singular tier. It is not like the Christmas portals where you have up to tier 10. Anyways, enjoy the video. Tier 1? So I don't know how to feel about this. The fact that they have so much HP on the very first portal. And to be fair, the only reason that it looks so easy for me is because they have this increased fierce damage take. But if they didn't have that, I don't know how easy this would be for me, because these guys have a lot of HP. Like, just the normal enemies have 72,000, and then the Guardians have almost 130k. So I don't know how well these are balanced, but this is just tier 1, man. I'm scared. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'll be beating this portal. This boss has 5 million HP. Dude, I'm not beating this. I'm not beating this. Even with a fully leveled up Julius, I'm not beating this. Dude, there's no way this is tier 1. There's no way. There's just no chance. Dude, that's so much HP. I have no way of stopping this boss. Dead. Yeah, well, that went as expected. Okay, so portals might be a little more difficult than I thought, so we'll come back to that later. And instead, we're gonna go see if there is a unit we want on the banner. And of course there's not. So from what I've seen, a few of the units are on the banner. So I guess we'll just kind of have to wait until then. Yeah, so in the meantime, as you can see down here in the bottom, I had like 300,000. I just decided to go through them while I've been waiting for the banner, and I got a jackload of nothing. I have a bunch of like Eisens now, I guess, but unfortunately I didn't get another shiny Sid, or I didn't get a shiny Sid, which I was really hoping for, because shiny Sid is like one of my favorite units in the entire game. It just looks so good, but unfortunately we didn't get anything. So now we're just here sitting stuck waiting for the next banner change to hopefully get one of the new units. Oh, finally. Okay, so one of the new units finally came onto the banner, Mimi, otherwise known as Momo, and we're gonna pull for her. I don't know how good she is, so I'll find that out. So let's go in here, let's pop our luck potion, and let's get to pulling. And I hope that this doesn't require too many, because I mean, I'm not too worried about gems. I have 221,000. I'm absolutely filthy rich, so I'm not too worried about spending all of my gems, but I just hope this doesn't take forever. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I was just auto-clicking that, and we got like, what was that? 2 back-to-back? Hold up. Let me see. Where is she? There she is. All right. So we got 2 of them. 1 even came with an S stat. All right. That's cool. Let's take a look at her model. This is honestly pretty cool. Pretty fire. S stat already, which is cool. And it looks like her placement is 1,266. Not too bad. Now, Psychic Surge deals 30% more damage to elite foes. I'll give that... It's a decent passive. I don't think it's too special, but it's also not, like, terrible. Alright, so... Now, I know it's only one of, like, the 6,000 units they added, but if we go over into the team event, we can look in the shop, and it shows that we need 300 souls? No, sorry, 150 souls in order to get her gloves, which means we're gonna have to do a whole bunch of story. Okay, so when I was looking at Mimi, I saw somebody that was doing portals, and I decided to join them in hopes that we could actually beat it. So currently, we've already beat 1 with this group of 4, and we're on to the second one. And my hopes is that we can somehow get Okron from this, because if we go over here, I know one of the guys has it. He might not have placed it down yet, but they already have an Okron. The update's been out for like less than 5 hours, dude. Like, what kind of actual luck is that? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of grind with this team until they decide to quit, and hopefully we'll get enough souls to get the evil item for Momo, and maybe even an Okron. So let's see how this turns out. Okay, so we see him again. Now this time is going to be a lot better than last time because we're not solo. And let me actually turn on my time freeze. And this boss will probably just die immediately, because we have this dude with Shiny Aizen. We have Paladin Sid popping Atomic. We have an Asta that's not upgraded fire, but it's like, dude, here's the Okron that I was talking about earlier. Like, look at this. How do you already have him plus have a mythic trait on him when the update just came out? But yeah, as you can see, we are absolutely dog walking this boss, and we don't really have to worry about failing this time, unlike last time, because we're not by ourselves. So this is basically just how it's gonna go. We're gonna dog stomp the boss, and hopefully this time we'll get an Okron. Alrighty, let's hope we get him. Let's hope. Ah, we got a whole lot of nothing, but we did get a good amount of souls from just a singular portal, so that is awesome. It looks like, oh no, we're gonna continue going. All right, that's great. I thought, well, we were giving up already, but no. All right, so we're just gonna keep on going, and I'll probably just end up showing the end screen to see if we get anything good, but I won't bore you with the same old gameplay over and over again, because this is basically just a harder version of story. So yeah, if I get anything, I'll let you guys know. If not, then I'll probably come back either when this group finishes or I have enough Evo items for Momo. Alright, looks like we didn't get anything else. And unfortunately, I believe one of the guys in here is leaving. So we are kind of out of luck unless this dude wants to continue. And I'm not sure if he does or not. He does not. So it looks like we are kind of out of luck, but that is a-okay. We still did get a decent amount of stuff from that. We can claim our quests as well, which is awesome. I don't think there's any new event quests for this, sadly, but it is what it is. All right, so we're up to 27. We're gonna need a total of 150. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably end up making another YouTube video about evolving all the units, just because of the fact that there's so many units, and we still have to obviously get the rest of them, because, well, unfortunately, a lot of them seem to be a banner unit or a secret unit, so it's best that I just make a separate video on them instead. So in that case, thank you everyone for watching. Please make sure to drop a like and a subscribe down below. If you guys have any ideas or anything you want me to do, make sure to let me know in the comments. If y'all want to talk to me on a more personal note, Discord and my TikTok is in the description. Thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace, everybody.